Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Win and welcome back to another Elder Scrolls Blades video. Today we're going to take a quick look at the differences between playing on a tablet like the iPad and a phone. Now I have an iPad Pro and an iPhone X in front of me. As you guys can see, the video is going to look a little different today. I'm going to try to have both devices on screen at once. You can see me, but you can also see my hand cam down here in the bottom right. So we've got the iPad plugged in, we've got the phone plugged in, and I can't be on the same account twice, but for some reason it lets me like hang out in the main menu on both of my accounts. So you can see how it looks when your character is just idling. We're going to take a look at the iPad being sideways, the phone being vertical, but then I'm going to switch them and show you guys what it's like to play sideways on the phone and then also vertical on the iPad if you guys want to do that too. So real quick, I think we'll go into the iPad first. This is what I've been using most of the time. It's pretty nice, but at the end of the day, the controls are very weird. And now that I have a hand cam, I can actually show you guys what I was talking about. So when you move around, let's go into the town real quick, actually, on our iPad. I'm going to hold my iPad up because I just want to show you guys this real quick. It's super weird, but when you look around, it's an analog down here. But if I look around up here, it's just normal. So when I play, I actually hold my top right of my iPad and the bottom left to move around. And I can swipe to look around, which is much more natural to me, because that's a lot like PUBG Mobile or Fortnite Mobile, as I've said before. So the iPad is probably the best option. I haven't done much on the phone, but we can actually hop in and take a look at that next. So the phone is a little bit different. Obviously, it's much smaller. And if you guys remember from the reveal, Todd Howard, his vision for Elder Scrolls Blades was how he wanted to be able to basically play anywhere, and that includes even in a meeting at work. You could play with your phone vertical, and no one's gonna know what you're doing because people always think games sideways, and you can play this game perfectly fine vertical. So if we go into the town, you're going to see that it's actually going to log me out of my iPad. So that is the problem where you can't be in multiple accounts at once. It should say pretty quickly here, sync issue. It's probably just still like freaking out right now, but we'll see. So anyway, over here, I'm vertical on my phone right now. So all I can do is look around like normal, and then I can tap to move. So this is where the tap to move comes into play. And you can see we've got the whole town here and everything. You can maybe do a quick like graphics comparison. It's funny, it's not actually logging me out of my other account. It was before. It told me I was like getting some sync error, which I assumed was from having two accounts at once. So we can actually look at the smithy on both of the devices and see how it looks. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty identical in my opinion. I think the game just looks beautiful on probably whatever device you're going to play it on. But we've got lawn here in the smithy that we rebuilt. If we walk up a little bit further up the road, the controls aren't, they're not like that weird. So you basically, I just look around and tap, and we could probably try out some combat. Maybe we can go to the abyss. Yeah, let's go to the abyss on the phone. Oh, we could select a floor too. Let's just do the first floor, just so I can show you guys some combat on the phone vertically. And I'll try to hold my phone like this so you can see it on the hand cam. So let's move forward. And we do have clairvoyance enabled. That's what that white light is. It's basically telling us where to go. It's not too weird. I could see you could get used to this after a while, just having to like look, tap. There we go. So we can block here. Of course, we can attack too. I don't like how it adjusts the camera every time I tap. It's kind of, I think that's kind of weird. The camera feels a little jerky. Let's keep going. Let's kill one more goblin, and you guys get a pretty good idea of combat. You know, you hold to swipe back and forth, and you want to swipe at the perfect time while you're holding it, and that's basically the premise of the fighting, which you guys have seen. But on phone, like, it feels pretty natural. Even holding it vertically is not that bad. So let's actually switch it now. And I've got another scene that I've made that we can take a look at. I'll go back to the iPad and hold up. This looks weird, but what we're going to do is now rotate this vertically. There we go. And then we're going to rotate this sideways. There we go. Now it's looking perfect. So if I were to play this now, if we actually go back to the phone again, now you see I've got our analog stick. I can look around like normal. I don't know why they did the analog for viewing. Like I think that's just like really, really dumb. If you guys couldn't tell, I think that's a very stupid idea. If we go a little bit further, we are now on floor 2. So if we go back to the iPad, which is a little bit smaller here in this view, but anyway, we can move around just like normal. Oh wait, no, actually, sorry. When you go to iPad, it does the same thing. So it's gonna revert back to the good old-fashioned, like, you look around and tap. So this is essentially acting as a really big phone right now. And we can go into the abyss as well. Oh wait, never mind. There we go. There's the like resync error. Let me kill this bandit real quick. And we can leave the abyss. That's fine. We'll go back to the main menu. Now watch, when I resync with my iPad, then it's gonna freak out on my phone and be like, "Oh my God, you're logged in somewhere else. Like we don't know what's happening." But yeah, the iPad I think is definitely the best way to play. But of course, the whole vision for Blades is to be able to play on virtual reality, console, PC, mobile devices, you know, like Nintendo Switch too, like just basically everything. So let's go into the abyss here too, and let's start on floor 3. Why not? Perfect. So yeah, this is going to be the same type of playstyle, but at least you guys can see it vertically on an iPad now. So let's kill a couple goblins, and then I'll rotate it sideways so we can take a look at the combat from it being horizontal. You can move pretty quickly. I think on iPad, I actually kind of like playing like this. It's not bad. Tapping and looking around is actually super smooth. I might actually make videos in like different ways. I'm not sure. I feel like I could make videos with iPad being horizontal and vertical, and same with phone too. There's like a lot of different ways you can do it. But what's great is that for people who like, based on no matter what device you have, you're going to be able to play anyway. And the game is really going to look great. So I wanted to make a comparison video, but I guess at the end, all it really does prove is that the game is like pretty solid on any device, which is impressive considering this is early access, and it feels really, really smooth, really well polished. I think, you know, in the long run, they're going to be able to develop way more features, like the PvP stuff isn't available right now, but then imagine even after that, like maybe we get a new game mode that's like Abyss or something, right? They can always add more to it from a content standpoint, but from an actual like structural standpoint, the game feels really, really smooth. So let's turn this sideways again and go back to our other scene. There we go. And let's finish this off. Now we're back to our regular analog gameplay. Oh man, can I fall in here? Okay, I can't fall in. They did put an invisible wall there. And that's basically the differences between these two things. What I do want to look at is how the character menus look. So this is like sideways, right? This is what I think I'm most interested in, is how these menus can like shift around as well. And then if I were to turn it vertically, then it basically just like restructures it. So I can see all my items at the bottom, and we've got our skill trees. In fact, I kind of prefer the vertical iPad. Like, it just feels so nice. But it's like much smaller for making content, so I'd have to figure out like a new overlay or something if I wanted to play like this. But I think this is basically it. You know, playing on phone, it feels really good, and playing on iPad feels really good as well. I could definitely see myself playing on iPad, like when I'm in the studio making videos, but then when I want to just play Blades, like out, you know, during everyday life, on the bus, on the train, you know, maybe riding in the car, the phone's probably going to be the best way to go. And I love that you can just log in seamlessly from the same account across all devices, which is perfect. So I know this was kind of a short video, but maybe it was like a little bit of a tech demo in the end, now that I think about it. But iPad versus the iPhone X, I could make videos on both. I could see it being really easy, so I'm not sure I have a preference, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me your thoughts below in the comments. What device do you guys have? I know some of you have some older phones, and unfortunately I know this game isn't available on all devices, but hopefully you guys are able to play and get early access soon. But that's all I have for you guys today, and I will see you next time.